So the name of this work is the Apse Mosaic with Saint Cecilia, and it is the specific location of the work is Santa Cecilia in Trastevere. It's in Rome, Italy, and there's actually like a lot unknown for this work. So the artist responsible is unknown. The nationality of the artist is unknown. The medium of work is most likely tesserae, and the period of work is Byzantine. And the historical relevance is that the mosaic was actually commissioned by Pope Paschal, and the story is that he searched for the relics of Saint Cecilia, and then she appeared to him in a dream and told him to keep searching, and he did, and then he eventually discovered her body. It's unknown how long it took to create the mosaic, and I think this work is important because within the mosaic, the Pope is holding a model of the Saint Cecilia Church within his hands, which he's the one that built it, and I believe that like further immortalizes the Pope's intense journey of searching for the relics of Saint Cecilia and ultimately succeeding in that. And some of the defining characteristics of the work is that the very bright blue in the background, the bright colors, and each of the saints and Jesus are pointed directly, like face on, against like the very ornate background. Also, the 12 sheep below are all facing each other, almost as if they are going to the middle, going to one point within the mosaic. The historical contributions of the artist are also unknown. And a personal observation is that I noticed the 12 sheep pretty instantly because they are on a background of gold. And then actually while researching, I found out that the 12 sheep are representing the 12 apostles, and that I also kind of believe that the sheep could be like representing the Lamb of God, because I read that the 12 sheep, it's theorized that they come together and become one, like one Lamb of God. And I chose this work because Byzantine mosaics are very intricate and have like it's very stylized. Yeah. And they look like super less realistic compared to the Roman period before. And the Saint Cecilia Church is just like very beautiful. And I was just drawn to the church while researching anyways, and happened to stumble upon the mosaic. Also, the mosaic represents her, so I thought that was also interesting. And the mosaic compares pretty, like, it's very similar to other mosaics within the period, because most Byzantine mosaics, the subjects are facing forwards, and they have quite long bodies and kind of long, very stylized, just a very stylized look to them, rather than realistic, which is like very different from the Roman period. And the mosaics normally have a pretty ornate background, which you can, and pretty bright colors, which you can see within the blue and the gold. And a fun fact is that Saint Cecilia in Trastevere is one of the oldest titular churches in Rome.